Welcome back, YouTube. It is me, Florita Okami. I'm one of your newest commentary content creators, and I come to you guys with the tea that you guys want to hear, whether it be good or bad. So without further ado, give this video a thumbs up, leave your comments down below, and subscribe, because you know Florita keeps it real. Buenos dias, good morning. I hope you guys are feeling my hair. If you're not, I really don't give a fuck. I was fucking with this green and it brings out my logo. Anyways, you guys, we're not here to talk about that. That's neither here to tell, even though it's popping. You already know. By the way, real quickly, if you do like my merch and you're effing with my merch, you already know I got a link in my YouTube and my Instagram bio that you guys can click and you guys can look, and I got all types of stuff for y'all. I got different colors, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, this here sends ass to the devil. Anybody trying to get in my way, then we gotta send them out on the stretcher. And I'm only with the gang when I'm pulling up. Put them in the sky like angel dust. I'ma get to the bed like the first of the month. Pull up to the trap, you could get what you want. I been hella back, all the smoke in my lungs. Starving like Mitch trying to add up the funds. Hungry as shit, but I'm still on the hunt. Wish you knew what I'm on, know I'm one of the ones. They was selling the CDs right by the China shop, we get it in by the mail. I was trying to go up on the LLC after I built me some well. They go little brazy, he rhyming a lot. Man, they love to see that nigga fail. Quarterback.
But anyway, we're here to talk about fucking Lemuel Plummer again. So I'm over here. I got my little orejitas to, you know, Zuzka hijita, like I always be saying. And lo and behold, I'm never going to let go of the fact that this man purposely, literally, and illegally messed with my YouTube channel. I don't care if it's been years have passed by. I'm always here. And I love it when I see people either dragging Lemuel Plummer, Zeus Network, or people exposing Lemuel Plummer. The only thing I cannot stand is when people make all those legal threats and they don't do anything about it. But Lemuel Plummer is now under fire again because I guess Teseki and Mariah Lynn allegedly went and joined Now That's TV, or maybe were thinking about joining Now That's TV. So Lemuel Plummer literally took it upon himself to be a petty ass freaking person, unprofessional like always, and he started harassing them. He started talking about them, and there's no need to bring up names. Like, we know he was talking about them because, you know, he was talking about no longer the heaviest titter. We know he's talking about Teseki, and then he was literally calling out Mariah Lynn with the petition thing because we know he's not talking about Rolly. So let's take a look into exactly what's been going on. And y'all gonna hear my opinion with that because y'all know how I feel about this. Let's go on over there. All right, you guys. You guys know why I be doing that. Porque es como las noticias. You know when the news come in? Okay, so I grew up on Telenovisa. I grew up on freaking Telemundo, Gordo en la Flaca, El Chavo. You feel me? I grew up on like real stuff. I grew up on freaking novelas. I grew up on all that. Every morning with my mom, I would watch Telenovisa, or, you know, like the news that would go on there. And they would literally tell you what was going on. Like, you know, I feel like the reporters be doing their big one. You know what I'm saying? They be like, Buenos dias, like, you know, or like Good Morning America. Like, I really like how I do my commentary. And it is news. And before we jump into it, you know, people probably, you know, oh, like, what exactly is the purpose for? So I'm not a blogger. I'm a commentary content creator. I simply literally give my opinions on the dumb shit that people post online. Because as you guys can see, we live in a world where people post the most heinous, sick, twisted, like weird shit like this, okay? So Lemuel Plummer speaks out against baddies and warns about possible contract breaches, okay? I guess when one baddie is no longer the heaviest titter and another one has 10,000s of people signing petitions demanding she stay off the show, they both realize their value has diminished and run to the knockoff Tubi Timo brand. We already know they don't have Zeus budgets, so y'all must be accepting EBT payments or something. Wow. Okay, so I had just made a video. I deleted it, but in that video I was specifically saying, no, I didn't delete it, you guys. Actually, it's my most recent video. Okay, if you shout out to my people who get EBT, who get assistance and stuff like that, who can't, you feel me? They can't afford day-to-day life. Unfortunately, y'all don't be selling your soul. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, you guys aren't over here exploiting people, doing weird stuff. A lot of people, unfortunately, the people who don't got it like that, it's gonna take us a little bit longer because we're not selling out doing whole shit. You know what I'm saying? We're not selling out doing weird shit. And then Timu, I'd be shocked when these people are allowed to, like, isn't that like a real brand? Are we allowed to just insult to, everybody insults Timu. So he's insulted assistants, he's already insulting Timu, he's freaking insulting Tubi, now he's insulting Now That's TV. This guy just really clearly thinks his shit don't stink, as if he's not the knockoff Timu brand of Oxygen with Bad Girls Club. Like, shut the fuck up, okay? Anyway, contractual breaches are very real, and we will vigorously enforce every right and remedy affordable to us under the respective agreements they sign. So he's forcing these girls to pretty much do labor. Like, he's forcing these females to do something that they don't want to do. My team just spoke with some of the baddies regarding that fake news announcement. Apparently, they don't even have signed agreements with these girls. They merely offered them 10K, 50K to experience gang violence, LOL. Okay, so what is Summer's face? Because her face is disfigured from one of their Zeus Network security. Like, let's really talk about it, right? Amber Ali was like assaulted by Ballistic. Isn't that like gang violence, right? Don't they be having sometimes, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's weird. Y'all remember when they had I forgot what show that was. It was on Zeus Network. I think One More Chance was on there. Y'all remember when they had that freaking no shade, but remember when they had that dude, that gay guy, literally start fighting against Slim? Y'all remember that? They brought him in to rile up Slim. Do y'all remember that? There's a lot of weird shit. That's weird. They're constantly jumping on that show. They're macing people on that show. Did y'all not just see Big Lex spit a glob of spit on freaking Fania? That's not gang violence. That's not gang violence when freaking Cold Killer is over here freaking... Then not to mention filming a whole pregnant female getting inebriated and freaking doing drugs and drinking while pregnant till this day. And when she freaking broke a whole glass on Blueface's head and the whole entire network just filmed it instead of taking him to the hospital, really? Okay, yeah. Down talking to each other, you just spit a whole glob of all or nothing on my best friend, because it's like, I'm not sure if Fania and Cold Killer were friends before the show, but bitch should have hopped up in there and got active with freaking Big Legs. But I don't know if the girl's scary or not. But, you know, fuck your friendship with Lex. I feel like if you come on the show and you guys were already friends and you guys were already cool with each other, don't change just for the cameras. Don't change for these people, because it's just fucking weird. It's weird it's just TV. And it's not even TV. It's on apps. Nobody's even watching TV anymore. I can't believe streaming has become the new fucking TV. Isn't that insane? But I was reading the comments and something really caught my attention when it comes to this legal stuff. And I'm just like, where was this? Okay. Anyway, you guys, we about to take a look at this because there's so much going on. That's why you kind of hear me like this. There's so much going on. But really quickly, I want to listen to the reaction of, I think, the owner of Now That's TV. He didn't really take too kindly to Lemuel insulting him, because it's like, this dude literally gets online and bashes women. He'll stalk them. I'm just like, if they do want to join the network, what is up with this fucking guy doing that every time people want to branch off and do something new? It's like he wants to keep them stagnant from moving forward. Like, why the fuck can't people go and you know, exercise their ideas and their creative talents? That's like when Jocelyn Hernandez, y'all seen what he did to her. Anytime somebody tries to branch off and do their own thing, he trashes them. You know what I'm saying? He talks so bad about them. Was able to get this. Now That's TV sway response to Lemmy. We got Sundays on lock despite Lemmy's hate. Okay, let's hear his reaction to this.
I'm gonna keep it all the way, you know what I'm saying, real raw with you. Real raw with you. This is how it is. Now That's TV. Like we say all the time, we gonna grind no matter what. You can hate us, you can love us, you can do whatever, you gonna respect us. It's what it is. We brought real back to reality. So you wanna call us off brand, you wanna call us whatever it is, we always been in our own lane. But on a Sunday, no matter what you watch, what network you look at.
Ooh, he mad, y'all. What network you look at? That nigga mad.
Because no matter what you turn to, all you see on your motherfucking screen is Now That's TV.
Poppy. No pimple.
Ooh-wee.
Okay, so that was the response to Lemuel Plummer's pettiness. I kind of liked it, actually. I know I'm being silly, but I'm effing with it because I'm so sick of Lemuel Plummer. I'm so sick of that fucking lobster llama bean, freaking square, freaking Danimal shaped head. What's that? The veggie tail looking ass nigga. I'm so sick of him getting up here. Like, it's like clapping fucking Scotty, trying to have sex with Scotty it must look awkward. It's like a little ass freaking meerkat trying to mount a fucking giraffe. Like, what are we doing? Like, I'm still so irritated for Scotty messing around with Lemuel Plummer, but I already seen how Scotty looked before everything and stuff like that, so it's like, oh, okay, it makes a lot of sense. But Lemuel Plummer is, you know, he's annoying, and I can't wait till he gets what he deserves. Oh my God, y'all. So let me show you guys something, right? I was on my little antenitas one more time, and I Googled some shit, you guys. You guys, look at what I typed. I literally typed in current legal Zeus Network battles. Let me see if this is still filming. So I literally typed in current legal Zeus Network battles. Anybody can do this, okay? Anybody can Google shit and type in the shit that's about to go down with Lemuel Plummer, because he is so karma's coming. Okay, the Zeus Network and CEO Lemuel Plummer are currently facing several legal disputes, copyright disputes, and high-profile contract controversies. One of my issues with that was copyright fraud. Okay, so I had an old YouTube channel that I was doing what everybody else was doing. I was doing reviews on Baddies reunions. I was doing the Baddies Midwest reunion. And I wasn't even showing any clips of the show. I was literally going on Instagram, literally anywhere you go, if you type in some type of like stuff like that, YouTube, whatever, it's public domain, you can see clips and stuff like that. So you feel me? I was reacting to the clips that were already public. He took it upon himself, Corey McVeigh, Zeus Network, whatever, they took it upon themselves to flag down my channel. Because at the time, Tokyo Tony used to go live a lot on YouTube. So Tokyo Tony used to go live on YouTube, and I used to, regularly go on there like throughout my day when I'm doing shit. I used to just watch her YouTube lives. And I don't want to say she took a liking to me, but she was cool to me. She was very sweet to me. And I would sometimes ask her for advice with certain things. And one day I was like, my channel got terminated. She said, "What you mean it got terminated?" I was like, "I don't know." She was like, "What's Zeus Network doing way down over there?" You know what I'm saying? And that kind of went over my head, but it gave me chills, because I'm like, dude, I honestly, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I went to an attorney, and he said what they did was pretty much copyright fraud, when they can illegally accuse you of stealing their work, when in reality, you didn't even do that. But he told me you're a little fish up against the big fish. At the time, this was when Zeus Network was making their prime, and they were feeling themselves. You feel me? They got all the people willing to do Crash Dummy stuff on that show. This is when Zeus Network was, I feel like they was hot, and they was at their prime. I'm talking about, it didn't matter who you are, blogger, commentary creator, whatever. Motherfuckers was going to give you views for even reviewing that type of shit at that time. Unfortunately, views have been extremely low when it comes to talking about baddies and chapter 2. It's came increasingly low because over the years, it's been the same thing. People are getting tired of it. People are getting overwhelmed. People are starting to get enlightened. They're starting to get woke. A lot of people are starting to become more positive. A lot of people are shaking the spirit of anxiety, depression, and violence and fighting. A lot of people don't want to see that, And I've met and spoke to a lot of people say, man, I don't even watch that shit. That shit's so low vibrational. That shit's so negative. People in the real world, they're not watching that. I feel like people who, I don't want to insult people, but there are, maybe it's the younger viewers or whatever, but there's, the couple of people that watch it, they're kind of like lost with the sauce when it comes to it. But anyway, these are the most recent disputes, okay? Hopefully, as I was talking, you guys can see it on the screen. The dispute, Viacom filed a lawsuit claiming that Zeus Network show, Bad vs. Wild, hosted by Nick Cannon, is an intentional clone of MTV's long-running Wild 'N Out. So, who's the Temu Taco Bell brand now? Because I always say, Taco Bell is like the knockoff version of Mexican food, because what is Taco Bell to real comida mexicana? Y casera, like homemade, like, you know what I'm saying? Current status. A federal judge ruled that MTV's arguments showing thematic and structural similarities are strong enough for the case to move forward into discovery and a potential trial. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Finally, some justice. Look, talking all that shit about Knowledge TV, talking all that shit about Teseki, Mariah Lynn. I don't even care for Mariah Lynn, but popping his gums, doing all of that. And look, motherfuckers is getting ready to sue him for the Temu 2B shit that he doing. You trying to, how dare you? That's like the pot, whatever the fuck, calling the kettle black. How can you insult somebody when you're literally doing the same thing? Okay? Copying things from Oxygen. Literally copying shit from fucking MTV. Literally stole or did what he did with the entire network against King Bex. Like, Zeus Network isn't even his. He didn't even come up with the name Zeus. Okay? Co-founder and payment allegations. Speaking of that, the dispute, early digital creators and co-founders like D Storm Power, King Batch, and Amanda Cerny publicly accused Lemuel Plummer of icing them out, withholding fair payments, and taking full control of the platform after they helped build it. Current status, D Storm Power and other creators have shared online receipts and threatened legal escalation over millions in unpaid revenue and tax burdens. I ain't trying to hear threaten. Take that ass to court. I ain't trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear that. The only reason why I'm talking about it now is because there's actual lawsuits. You feel me? Talent contract and disputes and defection rumors. The dispute. Zeus CEO Lemuel Plummer threatened strict legal enforcement after reports surfaced that network staples like Teseki and Mariah Lynn plan to jump ship to a rival network, Now That's TV. Current status. Plummer claimed on social media that existing exclusive contracts will be vigorously enforced, and disputing claims that the cast members successfully secured clean exits or new deals. That is crazy. So he's feeling himself a little bit too much and not realizing the stupid shit he's doing is starting to spill online to the point where we can actually see that shit with Mariah Lynn and Teseki online. I literally, as I'm talking to you guys, I didn't even think that was already going to be online. This is new news to me how it is to y'all, okay? Privacy and enriching class actions. The dispute in Tijan versus Zeus Network. Subscribers sued the platform under the Video Privacy Protection Act for allegedly sharing user viewing histories with social media companies without explicit consent. Really? Ooh, let me find out I could sue. Subscribers sued the platform under the Video Privacy Protection Act for allegedly sharing user viewing histories with social media companies without explicit consent. Current status. The 11th Circuit and lower courts have evaluated Zeus' attempt to force mandatory abbreviation, focusing whether the subscription sign-up terms and hidden hyperlinks were conspicuous enough to be legally binding. Wow. Wow, this is getting intense, y'all. Okay? And then there was another thing. Here is Markham and Associates. You guys want to know what's crazy? Y'all want to know what's... Let me gag y'all real quick. Let me gag you. This is the law firm that I went to in October 2022 when that happened to my YouTube channel. This is insane. What are we about to be in? October and like a month from now? So what is that? Bro, 4 years later, this same exact law firm is the one that's actually filed the lawsuit against Lemuel Plummer, but only this time, instead of the copyright fraud, you know what I'm saying? This time it's for real actual allegations and actual assault allegations. Vámonos, okay? For immediate release, Markham and Associates filed a lawsuit on July 1st, 2026 in the Superior Court of California County of Los Angeles against Zeus Network LLC and Lemuel Plummer. Ándale, que te ves a la puta verga y chinga tu pinche puta madre por puto. You know what I'm saying? Los Angeles, July 6, 2026, Zeus Network LLC and Lemuel Plummer are facing lawsuits alleging that Zeus Network did not protect a cast member from quid pro quo, sexual harassment, and sexual assault by the CEO, founder, and owner of Zeus Network, Lemuel Plummer. Okay, so these Storm King Batch and Amanda Curry, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all want to have ties with Zeus Network at this point because this man going down and he's taking down the whole shit. The plaintiff began working for defendant Zeus Network beginning in or around February 2025 as a cast member for the reality television show Baddies Gone Wild. The complaint alleges that in March 2023, 1 year after doing me dirty, when plaintiff was 19 years old, Plummer prepositioned plaintiff stating that if she and with him, he would hire her to work on Zeus Network Baddies. Throughout 2023 and 2024, Plummer allegedly coerced the plaintiff into having with him several times. Each time they met, Plummer would talk about Baddies Gone Wild and would tell the plaintiff that she had a great personality for the show and that she would be a star. Plummer allegedly also told the plaintiff that he was having unprotected other several cast members on the show. We know this. This is not far-fetched and it's not unbelievable because look at Scotty. You know what I'm saying? And freaking Anna Mac. Freaking, even Mariah Lynn allegedly was being intimate with him. The complaint alleges that Plummer paid for plaintiff's flights to audition for Baddies and was offered the role in January 2025. Plummer also coerced plaintiff into signing a non-disclosure agreement about their relationship. The complaint alleges during filming events, Plummer allegedly continued to coerce plaintiff into having him despite her repeated protests. During auditions for season 2, the complaint alleges that Plummer again coerced the plaintiff to have him despite plaintiff protests. I think I read it again. Anyway, so this is the law firm. Anybody that needs help, I guess, legal help, this is the law firm. They couldn't help me because I didn't have the coins at that time, unfortunately, but it's fine because I enjoy sitting back, watching this man pay for all the shit he did to people. Now, we're going to go to the comments. One specific comment that drew out to me, and I can tell this is an attorney, okay? All right. Now, this is a comment from the actual page. And the way this person was writing, I almost was like, this has to be an attorney. Okay, so long story short, here are some things to consider. Firstly, forced labor is illegal in California where Zeus operates. Depending on your contract, non-compete clauses are unenforceable. Okay? Unenforceable. Secondly, public threats like this could constitute civil and criminal violations against bullying harassment because what Lemuel Plummer is doing to these girls, how he does that every time he goes and drags them online, he be threatening them to take their job, he be harassing them, like making fun of them, putting them down like what he was doing, okay? You could actually sue Zeus for these public threats, and these girls are not about to do that. They're not about to. I hate bird brain females. Screenshot and save these posts for now and future reference. Going up against the company as an individual can feel intimidating. I know, because I was just there. Let me highlight a broader legal strategy to counter the might of Zeus. There is currently a SAG, after a push against production companies forcing reality TV talent to sign illegal contracts and work in unsafe environments. Take your complaints to the SAG. Next, seek out a class action lawyer to review the possibility of bringing a class action lawsuit against Zeus for a whole host of legal acts. You will now have 2 legal powerhouses on your side. For a third, you could contract Gloria Allred or Lisa Bloom under the essay allegations by a large number of now and former cast members that mysteriously recanted or just stopped talking about it to break through the Zeus wall of silence. We all know Zeus has skeletons. In legal discovery, your attorney can uncover definite proof of these skeletons. Lastly, Zeus is currently at legal war with Jaden Brown over sexual harassment and Viacom. And what did we just read, y'all? What did we just read together? Nick Cannon's Bad versus Wild trademark dispute. Another major lawsuit would bring them to their knees. These T pages all across the internet are documented treasure trove of Zeus's illegality. You don't need to have the pre-compiled evidence. The fact that someone like me watches the show was the God-sent help you didn't know you needed. Stay strong and never let these folks think they own you. It sounds like this was an actual attorney. And if this person is watching Zeus, I can't even imagine if there's actual FBI watching, because you know how it is when they start coming at you, FBI, there's probably police, CPS, there's probably like a lot of things that the legally people are watching at this moment, okay? So Lemuel speaks out against it. So I hope that this man gets in trouble. I hope that everything he's done wrong comes to him full force. I hope that everybody this year, like I always say, that's been doing grimy stuff to people, wrong to people, I don't even want to say I hope, there's no need to. This is the year where everybody is getting a taste of their karma. If you've been a nasty person to people for absolutely no reason at all, okay, and you're doing wrong by people, I don't understand how people feel so comfortable doing wrong by people when there's something really real in this world called karma. You don't have to believe in God. That's cool. You should, but there's karma. Karma is real, okay? Karma is real. God is indefinitely real. There's no doubt about it. And I know he's real because I used to sit there and be like, dang, when is he going to get his, bro? When are people going to find out that he's really not who he says? When are people going to find out that this ain't the way, that not all money glitters is gold? When are they going to, when are people going to really shut down Zeus Network? Like, when are we going to finally see this? And slowly but surely, they're getting theirs. And I remember speaking to this girl, okay? She was a previous cast member of Bad Girls Club. Okay, I used to go to her all the time. I used to love going to her lives, okay? Shout out to her, and I'm not going to say no names because I'm going to keep her name silent because she asked me not to ever say her name, and I got you, mamita, I will never do you dirty. I'm not like that. I don't care enough. I'm not thirsty like that to where I got to put people on blast like that. But I appreciate her because she's the one who told me, don't do whatever you was about to do, because I was going to do something that it's like it wasn't going to be no benefit. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's like, don't try to expose them. They're going to start exposing themselves on their own, okay? On their own. The more you expose them, it's just going to drain you out. It's just going to, because it was making me feel so negative and so tired and so angry, because when you worry about when somebody going to get theirs, you miss out on a lot. Sometimes you got to understand, look, karma going to get you. You just got to leave it where it's at. We can't as humans go out our way and be like, oh, like make somebody pay for what they did. We have to understand that sooner or later, what goes around comes around. You know what I'm saying? Laugh now, cry later. What goes around comes around. And nothing that we do in this life that's evil, nothing in this life is free. Not even the evil that we do to people. Not even the evil that we do to people. Nothing in this life goes unpaid. And I love that. I love that. That even goes for me. If I was to do disgustingly wrong by people, if I do wrong by people, I know that karma gonna get me. But I believe in God too. And that's why I work hard every day on not being an effed up person. I don't do wrong by people. And if I do wrong, I always apologize wholeheartedly, because nothing in life is worth burning forever in the fires of hell. Okay? Playing with God, how they be doing and doing all of this and all of that, it's gonna come back tenfold. And I love that, the power of prayer. The power of prayer. And I pray that this man gets in trouble for everything wrong that he's done. I pray that Zeus Network freaking comes to an end. I pray that all the demons and everything like this that's going on, I pray that all this comes to an end. I'm calling on the spirit of divine justice to shut this down. And it's happening. And I love that I'm here to speak on it. This is Florita Okami, one of your newest commentary content creators. And I come to y'all with the tea that y'all want to hear, whether we get it bad. Like I told y'all, give this video a thumbs up. Leave your comments down below and subscribe, because Florita keeps it real. And remember, try to do right by people. Bye. Time will tell.
she's mine.